Welcome to your extra shot of sunrise. I am Carlos Diaz. That is Shalia Brooks, and we are here loving this Friday.
Yes.
It's Friday. That's good news. But once again, we have to start with some somber news this morning as we continue to talk about what's going down in Florida.
Yeah, for sure. So, of course, everyone's talking about this now, the condo collapse in Florida. We've been talking about that all morning long on Sunrise. We're going to share with the latest that we know this morning. Day 2, we're calling it, of the search, but really, I guess, kind of like right after that 24-hour mark that crews were searching. So they're continuing the search this morning for any survivors. This is like aerial view. You can see like search dogs are going through the rubble right there, but authorities are actually saying that their operations right now, they're focusing underneath the building, and so firefighters there are trying to get access to a parking garage there, or access from a parking garage to kind of help with their search. We know that Florida's governor has declared a state of emergency, and he's also tweeted out a couple of resources for families that are still searching for their loved ones. So that's
this
like
video,
a number.
Well, this video real quick, I just want to, I mean, the cameraman with that video right there, I mean, I don't know if I would be brave enough as a cameraman.
The word, 100%.
Those first responders, they're just always brave. But for that camera guy to get under there, wow. I mean, that's unbelievable stuff.
And then, no, it's okay, because actually kind of piggybacking off of that, when I was like reading through some of this stuff this morning, and I was listening to, I think it's the fire chief of Miami-Dade County, and he was kind of explaining like why, like we hear this is going to be a long search, and it's like, yeah, this is a huge building that collapsed. Of course, it's going to be a long search, but kind of the reason why, number one, of course, they're looking for movement, of course, like trying to find people that may be trapped, making movement, but they're also, I kind of think like maybe an avalanche might not be the best description, but yeah, like as they move pieces, there's kind of like that ripple effect. So like every time they move something, they're having to make sure that, I don't even know if you can call it a building at this point, but make sure that rubble is like stable and that they're not, to keep people safe like that, people that are up under, that are like searching and things like that.
And if you think of it as a crime scene, from a forensic standpoint, you don't want to just start moving rubble all the way. You loss of life and saving people is the number one thing, but you also want to figure out how this all happened.
Yeah.
So we have no problem, by the way, if you want to go to Channel 13 right now. We know you're watching us on Facebook and on WTHR.com. Right now on Channel 13, Hoda and Savannah are talking live on the Today Show with people down in Surfside, so you can check that out right now on the Today Show. All right, so let's transition to some lighter news this morning. The Pacers have a new head coach, and he's a familiar face to local fans. The team tweeted that Rick Carlisle is coming back. ESPN broke the news, saying sources confirm Carlisle will sign a 4-year, $29 million contract. Rick Carlisle was the Pacers head coach. Does that startle you?
I just want one of those millions.
Yeah,
That's it. Just let me have one, Rick.
Yeah, exactly. I always joke when someone makes $2.5 million, I'll take the 0.5.
That's all I'm saying. Just let me hold the 0.5. That's all.
Rick Carlisle was the Pacers assistant under Larry Bird for 3 years before leaving and then returning in 2003 as the head coach for the next 4 years. And now he's back, maybe for the next 4 years as well.
We'll see. Fingers crossed, maybe. A lot of fans pretty excited about Carlisle heading the team up. Eric here, he says, best hire they've made since they let him go. All right, Eric.
All right, there we go.
Okay, so then Tommy, he writes that NBA champs within 3 years, I'm that confident.
Wow. Okay.
We need to get this one etched somewhere so we can call Tommy back and see how this all plays out. I don't know. And remember, you can always jump in the conversation. Of course, we're here live on Facebook right now. Leave a comment on our Facebook, Twitter. Use the hashtag 13Sunrise. I like to skim through and kind of see what y'all are talking about.
Yeah, exactly. We got a lot of people watching and saying good morning this morning.
Good morning.
We have Marlene, Becky saying good morning, John saying good morning, Yvette saying good morning, Yvette also sending prayers, Glenn, our good friend Glenn saying this morning, and John saying prayers to everyone in that condo collapse, Marlene saying the same thing, and Yvette says, yay, Rick, Rick Carlisle. That's what she's all happy about with that as well.
I'm surprised there aren't more. I feel like we'll probably get more people commenting about that one, especially since people seem to be excited.
Maybe they'll comment about this story. This is a bizarre story from Netflix. It's a bizarre dating show in your Netflix lineup. It's called Sexy Beasts. Each episode, one single person will go on 3 blind dates. Here's the thing. They're all hidden behind animal makeup and costumes. Yeah.
Okay.
They're all going to be there, and you see them. The first season starts streaming on July 21st. I guess the reason behind this is because you're focused on the person's personality.
Whatever.
More so.
I'm like, how do you see past, what was that, a Yeti? How do you see past that? Like, I don't know.
Isn't there
and then
a thing?
I would be more concerned with like how in character they are. Like,
Yeah, I mean, well, you can kind of see the guy in the scarecrow, like
Yeah.
you see but the woman that was sitting across from him,
What
she was
was
like
that?
an alien.
I thought it was like a shark.
Like a porpoise, maybe.
Something. Yeah, I don't know. Did you watch that show, Love Is Blind? Did you get into that when everybody
I have
was?
not watched Love is Blind,
Really?
no. Tell me about it.
Okay, so I would say a similar concept, but not at all. They wear regular clothes and don't wear the makeup, but they are basically dating someone from behind a wall, really like a cubicle.
Okay.
So like they're like, and I don't even, I was like reluctant to even call it dating at first. I was like, this is so silly. I actually ended up liking the show. So like they're called pods. So they're like, they don't see people at all. They're just like, they are grouped with people, then they can go on dates with other people, and then they decide like if they like that person enough. But what they do is they propose to them.
They propose marriage?
Yes.
Oh, that makes sense.
100%.
That's
yeah.
totally healthy.
So they're
You should
just like,
always do
it's
that.
like an experiment, like we'll get married, and then like you decide kind of, I guess, is it 90 Day Fiance? It's like that, but on steroids.
Okay. Has there ever been a time on that show where like someone has like really been in love with someone and then they see them and go,
I think that
no.
wait, I don't know if they've seen them in like,
I'm
I think
freaked out.
I've seen, they're like hopelessly in love, and then afterwards they're like, there are a couple couples that just didn't make it. There are a couple that are, there's like the couple that you love to hate, the couple that you love to love, and I can't even remember their names now, but I was very deeply invested at one point. But
well, I'm a big fan of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, okay?
I have not
The
gotten
reason
into that.
that show never works as far as people working out is because you fall in love, you know, on the show.
yes,
But then,
without all the outside stuff.
right, but then you got to be separated, okay? You know,
Oh.
until they can make it public that you know you guys are you're together, but you're kind of
That's
like
true,
But then
until
you have to watch the person that you're so-called in love with making out with other people.
Yeah.
Imagine that, like if you fell in love with somebody and then
Like
you're
the Flavor of Love. Did you
yeah,
watch
it's just now Flavor of Love's a whole different thing. Don't
the
get me
same
started.
thing,
I
same
watched
show.
Flavor of Love.
The shame show, that's all.
You know what? And you know, I've actually had lunch with Flavor Flav before.
Really?
He's a Vegas resident. He's
Ah.
I saw him at a bar and I go, "You look just like Flavor Flav." And he goes, "I am Flavor Flav." And so
I would have played with you. I'd have been like, I get that a lot.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But he's a good dude. He's a cool guy.
Well,
All right.
okay. All right, well, now that we've gone on that segue, down that rabbit hole, let's move on to this story. Panera Bread actually is giving away a bagel to anyone who is vaccinated against COVID-19. So this deal is taking place every day from July 2nd to the 4th. So if you are vaccinated, you could get up to 3 bagels. So it's, no
You gotta go
limit.
to different locations.
Okay. Oh, you have to go to different locations?
I think you only or wait till different staff comes in.
Okay, so that's if you have shame. If you got no shame,
Yeah.
you go in at the
Just
same
demand
time.
your
Yeah, you don't
bagel.
care. You're like, you know what I'm here for.
I want the everything bagel.
Yeah. Ooh, that's good. The promotion, by the way, is in support of the White House's National Month of Action. You know, they're encouraging more
see,
people to get vaccinated.
Why
but
is it that they're only giving away a bagel? Like, why are we?
Come on now.
Why are we being cheap here?
They should give away a franchise.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Do the whole
Yeah,
thing.
just now
I wasn't
you've
gonna go
gotten
that far.
vaccinated. Thank you
I
for
was-
doing your part. Now you
you get to run
own
a Panera
this. You
Bread.
own this Panera.
But I don't
yeah.
want a franchise.
Yeah.
I just want
You're
a
like,
bagel.
well, fine. I guess you can take your choice there. But
All
you know, there's all these incentives, and I'm like, we need to have a list of, and I think that like Allison Gormley did a story on like how you can cash in, like you go to this, like you go to this place to get your bagel in the morning, this place is offering lunch, like.
They should take care of
flash
us
your
for like at
card.
least a week. Like I
Exactly.
want a week full of free stuff.
Exactly, Vax Week.
All right. So as more Hoosiers get vaccinated, parents in Central Indiana are getting back to planning birthday parties for their kids. One local company, okay, which provides fairy tale princesses for parties, has seen a 600% jump in business over the last few months.
What?
600%. Like they were booking like 5 parties, and now they're booking
Yeah.
30 parties
Sheesh.
a
They need to
month.
start
okay?
combining some of these parties.
So I found out why Indy's Once Upon a Princess is now living happily ever after. Check this out. They are magical. They are beautiful. And most importantly, they are local.
I thought it would be a great idea to try and bring princesses to life and do them for kids' parties.
Families who are yearning for a happily ever after experience for their kids now that COVID restrictions are being lifted are turning to Indy's own Once Upon a Princess.
Unfortunately, going to Orlando is kind of a hefty price tag, and we can offer just as much, if not more, magic because we can do one-on-one things for much cheaper. And so I think people reach out because they know that they can get that same quality, that same magic with us without having to take a flight and take off a week of work.
Founder Ashley Heine says the pandemic cast a dark spell over her princess company, almost dooming it.
Bookings really slowed down for about 8 months.
But now, parents who don't want to travel to Orlando with their kids just yet are turning to her to make their dreams come true without leaving the state.
Now that things are kind of going back to some kind of normal, we have been blowing up. We are doing anywhere from 25 to 30 parties a month right now. Parties have been booming for the past probably 4 months, but I'm ready to do more. I want to be doing 60 parties a month.
How many princesses do you have on your staff?
We offer over 85 characters in total.
So what's some of the response that you've gotten from both kids and parents?
Oh, it's incredible. Parents are always floored to see what we actually look like. I don't know what they think they're expecting, but we get there and they always are so excited. And then the kids just absolutely love it.
Sure, these princesses look great, but can they pass the real test? The truest judge, my 3-year-old daughter, Dayla Diaz. Dayla is a seasoned princess expert, a frequent traveler to the Orlando area. So her watchful eye was strong on this day, my friends. But I'm happy to report, upon thorough investigation, these princesses passed all of Dayla's fairy tale test. So obviously you're a princess coach. How do you coach up these princesses to be the best princesses they can be?
We have these big training guides that tell them everything they need to know about the story of their character, the makeup process, how to wear their dresses properly. So we go through pretty intense trainings pretty frequently to make sure that we're always on our A game.
If a girl wants to be a princess, wants to work for you, is there an audition process?
Really, it's just making sure that you're going to fit in well with the team, that you can do a little acting and a little singing.
So this is your business. Can you think of a better way to make money?
I'm really in it to make magic. The money is just a really nice added bonus.
Yes, my daughter did love doing that piece.
So cute.
Dayla is, because she's, oddity. I have dark hair, my wife has dark hair, my daughter has blonde hair because my mom has blonde hair, okay? And so that's where she gets her blonde hair. But she says her hair is gold like the sun, which is from
I'm not about to argue with her from that.
From Rapunzel.
I'm like, even if that was, I'm like, I love that line.
There
okay,
we go.
cool, yeah.
All right, so a lot of the different, by the way, if you're looking to be a princess, you can go to our website, WTHR.com. We have a link to the Once Upon a Princess website. They're hiring.
I might get a second job then.
There
Yeah,
we go.
well, I heard them say like you have to do a little acting and singing, and I think I'm out. Because,
you can't sing? You're not a good singer?
I can carry a tune in a bucket, but I can't do like the kids would be like, oh my God, like.
I've never heard carry a tune in a bucket.
Yeah, no, the kids would not be impressed with my singing skills at all.
All right, I'm going to make you sing at one point during this.
Oh, we'll
You're
see.
going to have to.
Let me
all
think
right.
of a song.
They're talking about that dating show. Yvette says, "Oh no, ugly costumes." I hope they're talking about the dating show, not what we're wearing.
Well, if so, everyone's entitled to an opinion. But sheesh.
Sherry says, "Looks like a show I cannot miss." John says, "Someday our Pacers will emerge to be champs." Don't know what day that is yet.
Yeah.
Lisa says, "That's an interesting show idea." There we go. Nicole says, "I got hooked on Love is Blind 2. My wife Olga is watching us right now.
Yeah.
She says, "I guiltily watch Love is Blind 2 laugh out loud."
Are you watching I think there was a second season.
Yeah, my wife is. I should have known that. She watches, like, I'll be on the computer and she's watching Love is Blind and I'm just shaking my head.
It was really good.
Marlene says, "Isn't that show a spinoff of The Masked Singer?" Yeah, I'd agree with that. I watched The Masked Singer.
Okay.
I thought The Masked Singer was the dumbest thing in the world, and then I got hooked on it. I got hooked on it.
And that's exactly how I got on Love is Blind.
I'm like,
then I was like, look at you, caught up in these, like all of these love triangles.
Nicole Hernandez says, "I want some Panera mac and cheese."
Well, see,
oh yeah, why do they give me a bagel? Why don't
I wonder if you even get cream cheese with the bagel. They didn't even say you get cream cheese. They just said a bagel.
If they're going to charge me extra for the cream cheese,
it's messed up.
I'm going to ask for my. Yeah. Glenn says Panera Bread at Circle Center is a good place to go. So Yvette says, "Love the princess party idea." Yeah, there we go. A lot of people are saying that Lisa says, "So sweet." I think she's talking about that princess story.
Do you have a favorite Disney princess?
It's like asking me to pick a favorite child.
Yeah.
Wow. I'll let you answer that question first. Go ahead.
I know growing up, I know there's actually more Disney princesses now than when I used to like really keep up with it. Jasmine was my favorite growing up. I really wanted to go as Jasmine for Halloween. And then my mom made me wear a turtleneck under my costume and ruined it. So, ruined all of the fun.
Kelly, what's the name of the princess from The Princess and the Froggy?
Tiana.
Tiana.
Yeah.
I like Tiana. She's my favorite.
Me too.
I like Tiana.
That a lot. Mainly because I like gumbo.
Yeah, there we go.
So that's why I like her.
For Princess Jalea, I am Carlos. You guys are awesome. Have a great weekend. We'll see you here on Monday on Extra Shot. Take it easy.
Bye, guys.